Imagine opening your eyes one morning and realizing that the most powerful idea in human history is not written in the stars, not whispered by angels, but passed from mind to mind like a catchy tune. What if God, or at least the concept of God, is not a divine revelation, but a cultural survival strategy? A meme, in the true evolutionary sense, an idea that spreads because it's useful, sticky and adaptive. Before you click away, let's be clear. Saying God is a meme does not mean faith is meaningless. On the contrary, it means faith is powerful, so powerful it has shaped civilization, laws, wars, and even the way you see yourself right now. But here's the uncomfortable twist. If God is a meme, then faith may not be a timeless truth handed down from above. It may be an ingenious trick of culture and biology designed to replicate itself through you. Now, pause for a moment. Think of the last time you heard a child repeat a prayer they didn't understand. That is memetic transmission at work. A melody of words passed from generation to generation, carrying not only comfort but also control. Faith, in this sense, isn't just belief. It's a system that reproduces itself through language, ritual, and fear of questioning. And here is where the challenge begins. If God is a meme, what does that say about your faith? Is it chosen or inherited? Do you believe because you found truth, or because truth was handed to you wrapped in the authority of tradition? I want you to write in the comments right now. Was your first exposure to God a choice, or was it given to you before you could think for yourself? Don't overthink it, just answer honestly. This will help us see how deeply this meme has embedded itself in culture. Because memes don't care if they're true. They only care if they spread. A dangerous idea, isn't it? That your deepest convictions might be as natural as a viral video, as contagious as laughter. And yet, once we recognize this, we gain a strange kind of freedom. We can step outside the meme, at least for a moment, and ask, do I hold this belief because it's mine, or because it survived long enough to find me? That's where we begin this journey. In the next section, we'll explore how memes evolve like genes, and why God may be the most successful meme of all time. But remember, this isn't about tearing faith apart. It's about looking at it with clear eyes, asking dangerous questions, and refusing to be satisfied with comforting answers. Because if God is a meme, then the truth about faith is even more fascinating and more unsettling than you've ever imagined. If you've ever wondered why faith persists so strongly across centuries despite wars, revolutions, scientific discoveries, and even outright scandals, the answer might not lie in the heavens, but in Darwin. Richard Dawkins introduced the word meme to describe how ideas evolve the same way genes do. Think about it. Genes survive because they are good at replicating themselves in the bodies of living creatures. Memes survive because they are good at replicating themselves in the minds of human beings. And in this memetic landscape, God is not just another idea. God is a super meme. Why? Because the concept of God does something extraordinary. It promises answers to the unanswerable, meaning in the meaningless, and justice when life feels unfair. That's not just philosophy, that's psychological engineering. Faith consoles us in grief, strengthens us in fear, and unites us against outsiders. From a memetic standpoint, that makes it unstoppable. But here's the darker side. Memes don't need to be true to survive. They only need to be useful. Consider a virus. It doesn't care if it destroys its host as long as it spreads to the next. The meme of God, in its many forms, has powered crusades, inquisitions, holy wars, and political control. At the same time, it has built cathedrals, inspired art, and motivated acts of kindness that transcend logic. This duality is what makes faith so slippery. If you ask, is faith good or bad, the honest answer is both. Like fire, it can warm or burn, but unlike fire, it carries the illusion of eternity. And that illusion makes people cling to it even tighter. Here's a simple experiment. Imagine erasing every holy book on earth tonight. Burn them, delete them, wipe them from history. What would happen? Within a generation, humans would invent new stories of gods, spirits, and ultimate truth. Why? Because the meme of God is not just in books, it's in the architecture of the human brain. Our pattern-seeking minds are wired to look for meaning, for agency, for an intelligence behind the chaos. That is why faith is not easily defeated by facts. It doesn't need facts. It survives on emotion, repetition, ritual, and above all, the promise that questioning it will cost you something, maybe even your soul. So here's the uncomfortable reality. If God is a meme, then belief is not proof of truth. It's proof of survival. The meme survives because it works on you, on your parents, on your ancestors. And now, the question is, do you want to continue being a host for this meme, or do you want to become aware of its mechanics? Drop a comment below. If religion had never existed, do you think humans would have invented God anyway? Yes or no, and why? If God is a meme, then the real question isn't whether you believe or not. The real question is, what will this meme evolve into next? Because memes don't stop. They adapt. They survive. And the meme of God has been mutating for thousands of years, from tribal spirits to jealous patriarchs, from medieval kings in the sky to today's vague, spiritual but not religious mantras. Here is the unsettling part. We are already watching the next generation of gods being born. Algorithms that shape your desires, influencers that command your attention, artificial intelligence that seems to know you better than you know yourself. These are not deities in the traditional sense, but they function in the same memetic role. They demand faith, loyalty, obedience, and in return, they promise guidance, answers, and even salvation. Think about it. How different is praying to an invisible God from asking your phone to guide you, comfort you, or decide what you should watch, buy, or believe? The technology of faith has shifted, but the architecture is the same. Humanity cannot resist building altars, whether of stone, gold, or silicon. So here's the challenge. If faith is a meme, then morality itself is on the table. Are we good because God commands it, or because goodness is a survival strategy? If tomorrow the meme of God disappeared, would compassion vanish too? Or is morality a deeper instinct, one that predates religion, one that could outlive it? Dennett would argue that morality can survive without supernatural scaffolding, that our sense of fairness, empathy, and responsibility evolved because they help groups thrive. But here's the danger. Once people realize morality is not handed down from the sky, but built from the ground up, will they still respect it? Or will they treat it like a social contract that can be broken whenever convenient? This is the razor's edge where we stand. If God is a meme, then faith is not a guarantee of truth. It's a tool, a powerful one. It can inspire us to reach for the stars or chain us to the ground. It can unite or divide, liberate or enslave. And whether you call yourself believer, atheist or agnostic, you are part of this memetic game. So here's my provocation to you. What if humanity's next leap forward is not worshipping a new God, but learning to live without one? What if true maturity means taking responsibility without the safety net of eternal reward or punishment? Could we handle that freedom, or would it terrify us back into the arms of the old meme? Tell me in the comments, do you believe humanity is ready to live without God, or do we still need the meme of faith to hold us together? Because maybe the most dangerous truth of all is this: God doesn't need to be real to rule us. The meme is enough.